Hallelujah. I bring to the stage to you. I say, yo, Leah, let me hear it. Janea, let me hear it. And Kaya, the phenomenal woman, youth ambassadors. Hallelujah.
Hello. Giving honor to King of the Universe, Most High God.
There you go.
We're going to sing Glory, and I'm also just a little announcement. If you can visit our table over here to support our P.I.W. initiative.
Young girl.
No, I heard them. Too much feedback.
Can't hear nothing. Shut the mic.
It's not grounded. There's no ground.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it like that.
It'll be ours, it'll be ours.
Sing that song. All right,
War is won, we'll be sure, we'll be sure. Oh, glory. And the war is not over. Victory is won, but we'll fight on to finish till it's all said and done. And we'll cry glory, oh glory. Glory, glory. One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. Oh, one day, the war is won. We will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory, glory. Oh, glory. Oh,
So we're here with some of the youth them that just came off of the stage. Introduce yourselves.
Shalom, I'm Leah.
Janaya.
Shalom, I'm Kaya.
So now, how long have y'all been singing?
Since the 4th grade, I guess.
All my life.
Right here, all my life.
All of her life.
All my life.
So how did this mix, how did this combination come together? Because I know this is Philly, New York. How did this combination come together?
We met Leah during the conference, and we automatically clicked since then.
So now, speaking of the conference, I'm assuming all of y'all are part of the Phenomenal Israelite Women. So now, speaking of the conference, let the people know about the next conference that y'all have coming up.
Our next conference will be held in the Bahamas on a cruise.
In what month? You got to give them a little bit more. So if anybody wants to contact the Phenomenal Israelite Women about the conference, where do they go to?
You can go to our website, which is P.I.women.com, or you can visit our YouTube channel. We also, give insight information on there. P.I.W. channel, that'll be there. And if you send us contact information on those, we can shoot you an email and let you know about upcoming things that we'll have.
So now, along with P.I.W., what are some of the things that the P.I.W. as a whole has coming up?
We have a book drive coming up in conjunction with School in the Bahamas, and you can donate any books. Well, they're specifically asking for Michelle Obama's new book, Becoming. They're also asking for He Named Me Malala, and you can just donate any other books that you have laying around your house.
So y'all do a lot of community service with Phenomenal Israelite Women. What other things that y'all do, like outreach besides that?
Last year, we donated a lot of clothes to a domestic violence shelter, specifically for women. So we try to do it like as much as community service as we can.
So you're about to say something. So now, as the youth coming up under this organization, what role do y'all play?
We're the youth ambassadors.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all go out to try to encourage other youth to try to...
The conference, yes.
The conference or the organization?
The whole organization, you know.
So now, now as a youth organization, no, it probably wouldn't be P.I.W, but I believe in Philly I have a youth SHABBAT coming up.
Oh, yes, on the 5th weekend, December 28th and the 29th. On the 28th, our Friday Erev Shabbat speaker will be Rabbi Eliyahu LaPrince, and then on that Saturday, our morning service, our speaker will be Rabbi Baruch Yehuda. So if you have the time, please come and join us for our Youth Shabbat at Congregation Temple Bethel, 7350 Lower Avenue.
So how come the guest speakers aren't youth and it's a Youth Shabbat?
Well, by per request, we have there are two committees in our youth. It's called BYM, Bethel Youth on the Move. We have two committees. We have the older committee, and then we have what I'm a part of, the Bethel Youth Advocates. And by per request of us, we ask that certain speakers speak to encourage our youth. So during the weekends, before our final weekend, we have our classes, because we have Shabbat classes. So class 1, 2, 3, 4, it's classes, they speak on these weekends, on our Friday night weekends. And then on the 5th weekend, by per request of us, we ask that they speak to encourage our youth, help us push forward and see what we can do. Yeah.
So now, anybody can answer this question. So as young Israelite women, what challenges do y'all find growing up in a secular world? Because we know that, you know, in the congregation, everything may seem good. Y'all get along with it. Y'all have your families, your friends there, but y'all go to school outside. And y'all plan on going to college, and all that. What problems do y'all face, and what advice also? It's a two-part question. What advice do y'all give for young Israelite women dealing with the secular world?
As challenges, I would say like friends not understanding like your culture and wanting to go out on like the Sabbath and things like that. I think that's because they don't understand. They're not really like educated in knowing about the Sabbath, so they don't really understand like I can't do certain things. You can't. It's like, you know, restriction.
I guess for some women it would be dating wise. I know in our congregation we are 95% family in there. Like we're all pretty much related, so it is hard to try to maneuver yourself. But I'm glad we do have other communities that we can outreach in, like such as this congregation here, and we can outreach, try to find other Israelites to, I guess, commune ourselves with. But that would be one of the other harder things. Yeah.
So that's for the other part.
The advice the second part to your question, the advice for going off the Janaya is just like having friends that understand, is like to join P.I.W. and, you know, to make friends who understand the certain struggles that you were talking about, and just outreaching. So joining our organization helps too.
So in the Phenomenal Israelite Women organization, I'm assuming the adults would basically be there to help guide the youth to maneuver through your dating issues, through your school issues, and things like that.
Our seminars that we would have certain things to do, giving us advice on how the older women maneuver in the secular world as well, and how they get through what they get through. So that's their advice for us.
So in closing, anything you want to tell your parents that you may just say it on camera that you wouldn't probably say to their face?
I'll pass that to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that mic back. Yeah, I ain't even gonna play.
Well, I'm sure your parents thank you for being grown up to be who y'all are this day, and hoping that y'all continue in that path properly. Pray that the Most High blesses y'all and y'all stay straight on the straight and narrow path and doing the right things. Of course, singing to the Most High and dedicating your lives to the Most High overall. So we thank y'all for taking time out to speak to us this day, and we thank y'all for your performance. And once again, just praying that y'all continue to move forward in that righteous direction.
So, all I want is for you, you to be glorified, you to be lifted high. All I want is for you, you to be glorified, you to be